everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a very requested video, which is our Q&A video now that Ben is finally home from deployment.
Hi everyone.
He has been home for 2 weeks today actually, so it is so nice having him home. It's actually Easter today, so happy Easter everyone. It is such a beautiful day out, but it is so hot because there's no AC in England, so I don't know, pick your poison.
I think it's particularly this room though.
Yes.
Because it's all sun and it's
But it's the best room for filming, so we got a deal.
Like
anyways, I asked for questions on both Instagram and YouTube. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my handle will be down below, so you definitely should because I'm active on there a lot. But I asked for questions on those two platforms, and I'm going to kind of just sift through them and answer some of the most asked questions. So let's get started. So one of the first questions that I got a lot was, how did Ben and I meet? And Ben loves telling this story, so do you want to answer this?
Yeah, so we went to an Ace Hardware back in Maryland.
Separately.
She was in the paint aisle looking for paint to paint her bathroom. I was going in to get a spark plug for my dad's ride-on lawnmower, thinking that was the issue with it at the time. Turns out it was something else, but that's a different story. I ended up seeing her cowboy boots down the paint aisle. Decided to shoot my shot, go in to say hi, see what I'd get out of it. She totally, was kind of into me, but didn't want to look like she was into me and made it hard to get. I don't know, but it was definitely not a off the bat type kind of thing. So
that is how we met. After that, Ben asked me on a date, and I ignored him a lot. Until he finally got through to me. He was literally messaging me on every different platform you could think of.
Yep.
And then I finally accepted. And then after the first date, it was literally history. But up until that first date, you had to try a little bit.
Like that Netflix show You, based off of me. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. It's a joke. Hope I didn't offend anybody.
Okay, another common question is, how did we come up with Elodie's name? And we actually came up with Elodie's name through a YouTube video. I wish I could remember exactly which YouTube video it was, but it was one of those that they did that is like the 10 names I like but won't be using kind of videos. And we were just watching one of those. I was like 8 weeks pregnant, or maybe even a little bit less. So we didn't know if she was going to be a girl or a boy at the time, and we just fell in love with this name immediately. And her full name is actually Elodie Jane Connor, and so Jane is
my mother's name.
Your mother's name, and Ben's mother is actually British, so she was born and raised here in England. So we also felt like that was kind of fitting, having her first grandchild over here in England, and it just kind of all worked together. So. We say Elodie a lot, but we also say Elodie Jane a lot because we really like the two names together. So that's honestly just how we came up with it, and then we just stuck with it. The girl name was so easy for us to decide on. Boy name was a little bit harder.
Definitely.
Following up from Elodie's name question, apparently we have been hearing that it's the talk of the town when we're having baby number 2, and apparently a lot of you want to hear that also. So Ben, when are we having baby number 2?
Honestly, it's not gonna be for some time.
Yes.
Elodie is a bundle of joy, and I love having me, her, and Shauna around. I wouldn't be upset about another baby, ever. We do plan on having more.
Yes.
But right now may not be the best opportunity or time, just because
we feel like we're enjoying being a family of 3 because this is really our first opportunity to really just soak up being a family of 3 by ourselves in our home since Ben has gotten back from deployment. So we are definitely not trying or planning for a baby as of right now, but we do definitely want more in the future. And yeah, you guys will just kind of have to wait and see when another one comes up. But I do want to say that if we were to ever get pregnant at any point, we would be more than thrilled and happy. So don't think us saying not right now is...
Yeah, don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah. Okay, of course, a lot of people want to know about Ben's deployment, and I'm just going to be completely honest and say that we can't say a bunch about Ben's deployment. Obviously, deployments are very classified things, and for his safety, his team's safety, his job security...
Just in general, we can't say.
Yeah, we cannot talk about it much. People asked if we were able to talk a lot, and we were able to talk a decent amount, which was a huge blessing. FaceTime was literally our best friend out there.
Well, no, not even FaceTime.
That's true. Facebook Messenger.
FaceTime.
Yeah,
exactly,
Facebook Messenger. Hit me up because you guys are what helped us survive deployment, not FaceTime.
FaceTime really sucked.
Yeah.
It dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Whereas Facebook Messenger is the only thing we could use. Because we even tried Instagram DM video chat. And
yeah, we tried.
I don't know if any of y'all use that to talk to your boo things, but it's trash.
Yeah, so we were very lucky that we were able to FaceTime a lot, and I really think that's what helped keep his bond with Elodie strong, because she immediately knew who he was the moment he got back, in your voice and everything, and they have honestly not skipped a beat in your relationship, have you? It's really only gotten better.
Yeah.
Okay, so a few of you are wondering why we are stationed in England, which I get is kind of a confusing situation, because we are American. We do have, like, we call America our home. That is where we will go back.
We don't call it, it is our home.
Well,
that's where we're from.
But that's where we will go back to in however much time. But we are over here because Ben is stationed over here with the U.S. military. So just like anywhere, they have different bases around the world. We were sent here, and yeah, we get to explore the country, enjoy it.
Just
and
for little people that don't know too much about the military, different countries send their military to other countries to interact, or because they're allies, you know, you're part of a coalition and you work together. So it's not necessarily, we're not deployed over here, we're assisting, or, you know, we're just allied over here and they're allowing us to stay.
Yeah. So it's definitely a cool opportunity for both of us, because then this is my home of record for when Ben is deployed, which is kind of odd too. But this is where I stay even when he is deployed. So it's really neat. But you are also half British at the same time, so Ben also has family up north in England that we get to visit with also and enjoy.
Yes.
Is Ben getting deployed again? That is a big question, and the question is honestly...
Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely sometime in the future, but...
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying.
Yeah, in the future...
like, this is the first of many deployments,
yeah, almost
probably.
100% there's going to be another deployment.
That's all they're asking.
But I'm still going to tell you I don't know.
Yeah, we don't. We literally don't know. We're not even hiding anything. We have no idea.
I don't know.
It's probably the first thing. What is it like living in England? Well, this could be a good question. So I'm going to go first.
Okay, go ahead.
So for me, living in England is extremely different. I was born and raised in Florida, near the beach. So for one, the weather is on opposite ends. Different.
Completely.
Yeah. It is just a lot different in general, more than I ever thought it would be. The culture, the way they do life, like it's literally a different country and a different way of life, and it's definitely a culture shock. I do think that it's one of the places that everyone, especially those of you who live in the States and you want to visit overseas and Europe and all that, you're probably like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. England, how cool. Which it is, and I don't want to discount that whatsoever. The traveling opportunities are beyond amazing. But at the same time, just like when you travel somewhere, you are there for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and you get all the best of the stuff. But we're doing life here. Like, this is our day-to-day life. And just like anywhere, the charm of it kind of falls out at some point.
At some points, the charm disappears because you're frustrated with something like...
Because you just want your home, what you're used to, what you've known for your whole life.
You guys back in the States, you know, if you want to go get a Chick-fil-A. Oh, Chick-fil-A's everywhere. You maybe got to go like 10, 15 minutes, possibly, you know, 30, 45 for y'all up north who have to drive a little bit further.
Yeah.
Out here, there's no Chick-fil-A.
No.
So you can't get it.
There's not really fast food.
So,
even McDonald's is completely different.
Yeah, so, I mean, despite the fast food, it's just the food's different, but the culture's also different.
Yeah.
So, you know, you get frustrated.
We've had to learn, like, different phrases that they say.
Yeah, so me being half English, still I don't understand some of the stuff that they say. So, and they speak very quickly.
Yeah.
Say these phrases, and I would look at them, you know, super puzzled. And finally,
I still do.
You know, they try and rephrase it, but it's another phrase you don't understand. So you're just there nodding and smiling, like, you know.
Yeah. But on the flip side, though, we really do enjoy the traveling opportunities. I mean, we're going to Greece next month. How cool. I never, ever thought I would be living in England, let alone going to Greece. So that's pretty cool. And we also love having family closer than we would in the States here, being able to visit with them. We also just love being immersed in a different culture and letting Elodie have those experiences and opportunities of this culture and all of that. So there's a lot of pros and cons, but I feel like a lot of people always think, oh, it's so cool, you're living in Europe, and it's just life.
It is, but at the same time, it is.
You know, at the end of the day, Ben is leaving for work. I'm doing the normal house stuff, and it's not like we're just traveling every weekend. Even though that would be great.
That would be amazing. We'd also have no money.
Exactly. Are you guys going to be moving? We will probably be moving in the future. We don't know when or where or anything like that, but we will probably be moving in the future. So someone asked, has Elodie met our families yet? Because we are obviously overseas and our families are back in the States. Unfortunately, Elodie has only met
My side.
your side.
Yeah.
And when I say his side, his one side,
Immediate family.
Yeah,
so like
immediate
parents
family.
and
siblings. Elodie has unfortunately not met any side of my family, and that is one of the things that is just huge and heart-wrenching and upsetting and difficult with being overseas. One of the non-glamorous sides that you don't think about when you see the beautiful photos and our YouTube videos and everything is that we would love her to have a relationship with our families, but it's incredibly hard. Video chatting, Facebook Messenger are huge things in our household, but they don't make up for what we are missing out on with her. To follow up with that question too, people asked how our families reacted when we told them we were going to be moving to England, and honestly, your family was like completely fine because I mean, you have family here.
Yeah.
They were excited, super excited, right? My family, they were excited for us. Of course, they were a little bit sad, and yeah, when we moved here, we didn't have Elodie or anything like that. So Elodie has actually never visited the States before. So she is a citizen of the U.S., but she has never been to the U.S., and she has like a birth abroad certificate and stuff.
She's been to how many different countries? 3 or 4? And not even the U.S. is one of them?
Yeah, so kind of crazy. They were, I think, shocked and sad, but also super excited for us and what's to come. Okay, how did Ben propose?
How did I propose?
You want me to tell?
No, I get it.
Okay.
We were up in Maryland, because that's where we met each other. We went down to Florida, because Shauna wanted to bring me to Disney. So we met my nieces now. They were your nieces at the time. And we went to Disney with them.
And my sister.
And your sister. We went to Disney, and I hid the ring in a diaper in the diaper bag for my little niece, who was like 1.5.
2? She was young.
1.5 or 2 years old.
She was young.
And so we hid in one of those, and then we carried it around the entire time at the park. My plan was when the fireworks went off, or no, it was when Tinkerbell was coming down from the tower.
Because I love that. I love Tinkerbell.
Because that's one of her favorite parts. And the fireworks go off, I would propose and get on a knee. So we had a photographer that I talked to that was gonna come when Tinkerbell came down. I jumped the gun and thought that Tinkerbell was coming down and started to propose already. And actually the photographer knew that I was gonna jump the gun somehow. And she was running and made it in time.
Yeah.
And we got pictures as the fireworks were going off.
I'll insert a picture right here of the like big moment.
Yeah, right now. At first you said no, like in disbelief.
We actually have a video of it even.
Kind of sounded like you told me no, but...
Because I was like, no!
But it was more like in disbelief.
Yeah,
It did sound like you were saying no. It's just the bumblebees. Let me handle this real quick. I guess.
We're back.
Excuse us. Where was I?
I don't know.
Oh, you said no in disbelief? And then you said, hell yeah, I would love to marry you.
Nah.
You are the most amazing, wonderful, attractive man in the entire world, so of course I would love to be your wife. It's kind of how I remember it. And then I think the fireworks went off, and I think there was one firework that said congratulations. Just kind of skewed in my head.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Just a big old buff dude in the back gave me a high five. Just a great time.
It was a really good time. He actually, I remember when I said no in disbelief, he like looked down at the ring and looked back up at me.
Hella confused because we talked about it a little bit.
But let's just say that he proposed exactly 4 months after our first date. So.
Yeah, but to me.
Yeah, no,
to me that was a long time for my relationships. Because, I'm not gonna lie, they were maybe at most 2 weeks to a month.
Yeah.
For my longest relationships before that. So 4 months felt like that was
marriage,
it.
obviously.
That was it. Like marriage, so that's why I proposed.
It was really good and really sweet, and yeah, here we are. So of course I have a lot of people on here who have loved ones going through a deployment right now, or you're about to, you may in the future, whatever. And I always get asked, how do we cope with deployment, especially being overseas, because that makes it harder, having a little one, all that sort of stuff. So Ben left when Elodie was 3.5 months old. He came back when she was like 10 months old. So for me, coping with deployment, obviously it was not easy, but I have always been the type of person that if something's gonna come my way, I'm just gonna like put my head down and work through it. And the biggest thing that I have learned is that 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, however long your separation or your deployment, TDY, whatever it is, that is literally a drop in the bucket compared to the rest of your life. I mean, if we are lucky enough to spend 50 years together, 6 months is like nothing compared to those 49 and a half other years. So as much as it sucks, and it's going to really suck and really feel longer than 6 months at the time, it's still a drop in the bucket, and you need to keep that kind of in the foreground.
Right.
Realizing that it's not going to last forever, and that homecoming is going to be absolutely amazing, more than like you can even imagine, honestly. I feel like homecomings are just so good. They don't make up for what was missed or things that you couldn't take part in, but they are amazing still. And how do you cope with the deployment?
Honestly, on your side where you're the ones that deployed, you gotta work. So
Working helps.
You go to work, you do your job, you come back. If you can FaceTime, FaceTime. If you can't, you can't. You know, take advantage of when you can. While you're out there, make some buddies. Have them watch you back. You watch their back. It's kind of cliche.
Work out a lot. That helped you a lot to release stress and like making the time go by.
Yeah. So one of the things I did was make sure I hit the gym all the time, because if I didn't hit the gym, I was grumpy, mad. I'd always complain. Once I hit the gym, I guess it just caused me to release a lot of built up stress. So that's kind of the way that you got to do it. You just got to push through and rely on everybody else and work out.
Yeah, and I think that can go for both sides. Is you really need to find something that is your outlet. So when you get frustrated or you get tired or you get aggravated, you can do that thing. So for Ben, it was working out. Yeah, so for me, being on the home front, everyone says stay busy, and I agree with that. But for me, from my personality, I felt like it wasn't that I needed to stay busy every second of every day, because let's face it, Elodie can be pretty busy anyways. But I needed to have appointments and agendas to meet. So I did fitness classes where I had to go to those, or else I was like losing out on money and time and whatnot. Or I hosted a play group at my house, and so other people were counting on me to host that every week. So I needed those motivators and those people that I didn't want to let down in order to keep me moving forward, and just sticking to a schedule in general. Elodie really helped me stick to a schedule and always look forward to her next nap time, next bedtime, whatever. So those are really what helped us cope. But beyond that, you kind of just have to put your head down and like go through it, and it's not gonna last forever. It sucks, but there's always going to be positives in every situation that you have to look for, and the situation is literally what you make of it. So it can be as negative and terrible and depressing as you want it to be, or it can be as motivating and a time to focus on yourself and better yourself and better even your relationship, honestly, too. Like, you can better your relationship. I feel like we did. Ben read the book 5 Love Languages. I know, I'm actually really impressed about this. He read the book by himself, like picked it up while on deployment. I know. He does not read books. Anyone who knows him, he doesn't read. So he read that, and it seriously really helped our relationship. So hey, if you want to read books together, if you guys like that, that's a good way to connect still, discuss the books, learn about each other's relationships or each other and your relationship. Ben is dying. It is so hot in this conservatory, so we're gonna do one more. And that is, someone asked, what are the benefits to having a family at a young age? And I just want to touch on this because, of course, we are on the younger side, and when people found out that we were expecting, most everyone was super excited and happy for us. But of course, there was some people in the background like, are you crazy? Especially being overseas and everything else.
Like I said in the last video, there's always haters.
Yeah.
They're always gonna hate on you. And so they literally found the one thing of us being young, and we're like, oh, you guys are young.
But honestly, with that being said, we absolutely love having a family young. And I don't think we would ever change it if we could. Do you think so?
No, have you seen Elodie?
I know,
Why would I
Elodie's
change
adorable.
that?
But I love that Elodie is now able to have all these experiences with us and that we get to do it as a family. And just have her apart, and it just makes our family so much better. So we love it. If you want to have a family young, do it and don't care what other people think. Alright, the last thing I'm going to ask of you guys is, a lot of people ask how old Ben and I are, and we are not going to answer that today. We are going to
take
push
me
it
on
back.
a date first.
Push it back to you guys, and you guys guess in the comments down below how old you think Ben and I are. We will tell you our ages in our next video that will be live on Wednesday. You'll be seeing this on Monday. It'll be up on Wednesday. But that is it for now, though. That is our question and answer video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it clarifies a few more things for you guys. And if you want to see more of these, we could do more in the future. Just let us know. But thank you so much for all the support you have been giving us lately. We have been just absolutely like mind blown by the support and everything that you guys have been giving us, and we love it. It is just the best thing in the world. I love making these videos and connecting with you guys, so I'm just so grateful and excited to have you guys here. So just know you are so appreciated. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and hit your bell for notifications.
Click the bell.
Yeah, and if you're visiting us for the first time, I'm so glad you're here. Let me know down in the comments if this is your first time you're here, and hit that subscribe button for sure. But until next time, guys.
Hold on. If you're trying to guess my weight and you're putting it in the comments, I mean my age, you might as well guess my weight and my height. So if you can guess my weight and my height and my age, you win. And I will let you know if you win.
What are you gonna do? If they cannot guess your exact height and weight, what will you do in a YouTube video?
I don't know.
I'll do your full face of makeup. Full face, foundation, everything.
I'll do a full facial.
No, makeup.
I'll get a facial.
Okay, so you guys heard that. This is kind of transformed, but
If somebody, it doesn't matter if it's the same person. If there's anybody that literally gets my height, check the box if you get it right. If you get my exact age right, check the box. Then if you get my exact weight right, and I will weigh myself at the end of this vlog,
I'll record on my phone.
and if anyone gets that exact number to the pound, we'll do it to the pound,
To pound, yeah.
then I will get a full workup.
Makeup. I'll do is full face of makeup.
Full facial.
Alright, so you guys heard it. So let us know down in the comments what your guesses are. I'm super excited to see them. But until next time, guys, bye!
I lose my breath